Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? How are we doing? Welcome. Hello, every Nyan. My name is Natasha Nyanners, and pee pee poo poo. Yeah, new badge. There it is. I kind of ran into the problem. Well, hopefully you like it. But I kind of ran into the problem that I thought I was going to run into when I made the thing, which is that the Lyrilyte doesn't fit very well into a square frame. It doesn't fit super good. So I was gonna originally just have it be the Lyrilyte, and did not look very good. So I was like, okay, what if I kept the flag and stuff in the background so that it's framed? It's kind of framed better so that you can like see it instead of it just kind of being a floating head. It doesn't fit very well onto the thing. Yep, there it is. The 2-year badge. Kind of crazy if you think about it. It's been 2 years. That's crazy. Man, I'm so sad, dude. I can't believe only 2 months late. Yeah, only two months. Well, I should have made it the 26-month badge, clearly. But I was like, man, I'm gonna... They've actually streamlined it quite a bit, which is like interesting or cool. Because previously when I had to promote videos, because, you know, advertising is just paying to win. And I don't have a whole lot of money, but, you know, if there's a better return on investment, because I feel like the video is actually kind of good. Can you even do that if you go to set intervals? For the badge. No, it is set intervals. That's why I was memeing. But yeah, so I've advertised videos in the past, which is why terrible videos like the like the one about Elden Ring have like 2,000 views because no one fucking watched it. No one watched it. However, some people did get served an ad about it. And they were like, wow, this video is kind of funny. And it's like, wow, I'm glad you think it's kind of funny. But, you know, watch time on it, not very good. So I was like, we have done this in the past. With the hope being that someone who is interested in that content then maybe likes the rest of it. But the Dustborn video is shocking content. And this is the thing, is that like there's the policies for like shocking content, and like I've read all of them, right? Like every time you post a video, you have to like go through the checks of like, no, I did not show someone like dying. I did not in fact show someone like getting brutally murdered. YouTube, thank you. I do talk about my ass one time, so you know, maybe that's sexual content. That's a joke, by the way. But I think I did one of them. I think the like explode in my butt video. I miss doing, like, not doing them because I hated making them, because all of the clips are like 10 seconds long. So trying to fit, how much would that be? 6 times 5? I don't know. Maybe that's not even that bad. They'd be less than 10 seconds long. There we go. We're gonna move the goalposts, but the out of context videos are plenty, in my opinion. They're not very... Like, I always get the vibe that they're, like, amateurish. It's sort of like how I look at my art. I'm like, there's people who do this, but, like, way better than this. So people should watch the better thing. Yeah. But, so the point is, I think one of those I tried to advertise, and then it was like, this has, like, sexual content in it. I was like, oh, what, the thumbnail? The thumbnail saying explode in my butt is considered sexual content? Shit. Whoops, my bad. My bad, chief. But yeah, it's like, you can upload something and then it's not... Like, they have... not guidelines, but they have guidelines, but they're, to my best understanding, because they're like, you normally rate your videos fine, and it's not like the Dustborn video is demonetized, right? Excuse me, big sneeze. So it's not like it's demonetized, which means that it's not, whatever shocking content is there is probably not outside of the guidelines for a video, but maybe for, like, as soon as anyone watching an ad sees it, and then, like, it's somewhat shocking to them, they're like, okay, well, this is getting reported immediately, right? Which really is too bad, right? I was actually thinking that, oh, maybe the problem is that there is, like, the intro does have, like, scrolls of, you know, people saying, like, this gay game is fucking bad, or, like, you know, it's like, okay, well, I could see how people would be like, okay, maybe not. Right? Sure, it's shocking that people would, you know, be terrible on the internet. Yeah, I can't blame them for having stricter guidelines for ads than videos. Yeah, I agree with that. It's just unfortunate because I'm like, I actually think this is a good piece of content. Like I worked for a pretty significant amount of time to script and accrue footage and try to make this thing kind of good. And it's just like shocking content, Lamau. Here's 600 views. Which I get. I understand. I'm complaining from a place of there are people who may work equally as hard and get 0 views. Right? But it's like the hope every time you post like a piece of content that you're relatively confident about. I think it was explained to me like this, that it's like you're buying a lottery ticket, right? You're like, oh, maybe this one is the one that like people will resonate very heavily with and like a lot, right? And then when you make something that's like that, you'll go like, okay, well, here's my best. But you have to realize that it's still just a lottery ticket at the end of the day. Like, it actually does not matter how good or bad it is. So, like, it matters a bit, but not as much as you'd think. So yeah, that really is too bad. I don't know. I was pretty sad about it. Like, I did my morning routine, went to check on the thing. Well, actually, I checked on the thing, and it was good. It was going, and it was like, okay, it has spent a certain amount of money to get you this many more impressions. It's 30 people have seen it. The watch time actually went up, which meant that of the 30 people who watched it, there were people who actually watched it. And then there was, like, plus 3 subscribers, which means that there were 3 people who were like, oh, this is actually a good video, I'm gonna subscribe or something. Right? So I was like, that's great. And then I did my morning routine and I came back and it's like, this is now disapproved. I'm like, ah, shit. Like, I don't know what the guidelines are on how many times I can fuck up posting, like, shocking content in air quotes to... It's like, if you keep messing up the advertiser guidelines, like, when are they gonna just be like, all right, buddy, it's time to sit down. You are no longer allowed to use this feature, and also we're not gonna push your videos. You know, might be something like that. I really need to figure out how multi-streaming works, I think. Because if all I want to do is sit on my ass and live stream, then maybe I should probably be using Twitch. To some extent, at least. The only way to win the lotto is to keep playing, I suppose. Yeah, and, you know, I think at the end of the day, like, the thing that I care about the most, which I have described before, is that I just like gapping on the internet. I like two things. I like being very engaged with games, because I like games. Like people say they like games. It's like, I don't think you understand that I like games. You do not get it. You do not understand how much I think... I actually think playing a Regicide run with, like, only bad weather, because I want to explore the systems of the game more than just, like, win the game. It's like, I want to play the game. Like, I want to experience more of the game. So I like engaging with games, and I like yapping. Those are the two things. And then I suppose to an extent, or to the social extent that is available, being able to have people who care to listen at all is nice. So by that metric, there are at least, like, averaged out over like 600 people. There was a number of hours watched where people actually cared to watch the thing. So there you go. Like, there are people who cared to listen. By that metric, it's already great. But it does not... we didn't win the lottery. we got like the... Oh, what's it called? We got like the $5 back, you can buy another scratch card. Like, that's what we want. Except except the scratch card itself was like $500, and then I gave you $5 back. Oh boy. Alright, anyways, sorry for complaining and being annoying, but I don't know, it's lame. I would have fixed it too. That was the other problem, is that, like, I don't know what part of the video they are referring to when they're like, it's shocking content. Because normally, when you, like, when there's, like, copyright things, you would, like, get a notification of, like, where the thing is and stuff like that. But in this case, it's just like, no, it's shocking content. And it's like, I don't know what you're referring to. If I knew what you were referring to, maybe I would try to fix it. But, like, I literally can't. So, cool. Thank you. Thanks a bunch, Google Ads. Appreciate you. So yeah, welcome. Here we are. Here we is. We're playing the video game. I'm gonna probably just play the video game. You know what I mean? Because we have a lot to do, I think. Because we have the main dungeon to go through. Oh, we also have Izme now, who is going to be one of our 2 dodge tanks. So MC is going to be a dodge tank, and Izme is going to be a dodge tank. Izme is going to focus on debuffing, I believe, whereas MC is going to actually be attacking, probably, with higher agility and many dodge passives. So we need to unlock Faker, probably. I'm wondering if, like, we also need to get the buff for evasion, because I don't know where we're gonna get that from.
More people missing. Why
Is it from Ninja? No. But they do have Dark Sword. I do kind of want to learn Dark Sword. because then we can have 2 Dark Swords, and then we can double debuff it on turn 1. It comes from Gunner. Is that worth it though? I don't know, man. I don't actually know. I will eventually want to get Thief 3 for the like the ×2 evasion rate passive. But aside from that, I don't know. We do also need to get level 10 in Merchant, so I think if I learn Thief, I'm just gonna grab Dark Sword. Yeah. Can you beat the baby early, by the way? I'm sure you can, right? Like, they make it very difficult, but you probably can. I'm actually curious, but I don't think we're gonna even bother. Yeah. So I think we'll just stay as is for now. We'll go from there. Of all of these other things, can I equip this? All these other things that I'm just not using. Oh, because the auto-equip probably doesn't, like, unequip igniters, right? Because that wouldn't make a lot of sense. Plus 6 strength is probably good. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Like, it would be very difficult to beat it. Because I know we had problems the first time, which is unsurprising, but... Don't have an agility bracelet. The question is, what do I want to do? Because, like, can I do this yet? I need imagination, right?
Have you ever heard of Malvino's... Your fairy friend doesn't seem to...
This one's important.
I'm just wondering if we should do the quests first, or if we go to the main dungeon.
I implore you.
And right there's
Because the last time we prepared for the main dungeon. This time... I felt like preparing was more effective. Like actually doing the quests and stuff.
Take a look.
What?
Good hunting to it. Don't go get your...
Yeah. Hey.
Good hunting. Let's do it.
There's so much to do here. Oh, we can probably check for where bad weather is.
Here's where we are now.
None of these have bad weather yet, though.
Here's where we are now.
What do you think of this?
I see. Hey.
Considering the main quest can't be in bad weather, and the side quest
Good
can,
hunting,
it'll be
Julia.
easier to do the main quest
Let's do
first.
it.
Can the main quest never be in bad weather? Have I goobered myself? For some reason, I thought the main
This place.
quest could be in bad weather.
All right then.
Probably gear up a little bit.
An elder candidate? No, no.
An elder candidate.
Okay.
Depends on which one. Pretty sure the Allen one can be, but no others. Oh, really? Right, because I guess there's a number of them that don't work. What is the bonk? All I said was elder. There's an elder candidate. Did you see the elder? What's wrong with the accent? That's literally how they pronounced it. They're literally like, an elder.
What'll I do here?
Yeah, plus 20 damage on the katana doesn't seem super worth it. Let's check here.
Hey,
You be rip.
This is... Ooh! 15 evasion sounds real nice. I actually think I would like
Now
that.
then.
We're gonna actually sell stuff.
Now then. 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 Now then.
Stop. Look, all I say is voice acting, not the career path for you. What the fuck is this?
Now then.
What's the problem? Do you not like my voices?
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
Yeah, no one's currently a magic user. I wanted to make Stroll a general. For buffs. That is the highest evasion piece of gear in the game, so if you don't mind getting one shot, it'll be great late game. That's good, actually. I do think that I will probably just use this one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be unfortunate every time I have to redo it. Valley Girl and whatever that was? No, I do not. But, like, what's the problem with that voice? I don't think there's any issue with it. Like, I think you're just being kind of, you know, weird, you know? Like, oh my god. Rance, you have to, like, relax, man. I don't think there's any problem with this voice at all. Like, all of the fairies kind of, like, talk like this, so I don't see what the problem is.
What now?
Thank you for the head pad. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm surprised it bothers you that much, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I feel like there are times where sometimes voices are a little too cringe. Like, even for me, like, I can't handle them. But
what'll I do
I feel like Valley Girl and Helda. I don't know, man.
an elder candidate?
I guess if there's one thing I'm glad I don't have to do, it's reading Barden. Ah, his voice. Yeah, don't you know? Barden. I'm ready. Yeah. That one was a little tough.
What were the gods doing? What were
What are
the
they
gods
doing?
doing?
The question is, what do I want to do? It's like quests, right? There should be the quest back in
Where to?
the capital, right? I don't remember. I feel like I ask this every time, but it's like, it should show if there's a quest, right? Not checking the seer for bad weather? Oh, I suppose we can.
Oh, what they say.
Oh, right, we're not doing quests because we want to do bad weather. That's correct. So we have to plan it, actually. You are correct. We do need to wait until there's bad weather so we can fight the things in bad weather. I totally forgot. My brain's a little mushy right now, though, so
Now what am I to do?
you'll have to forgive me.
What's this in there?
All right then.
There should be a guy in St. Mello Street and one by the mausoleum entrance.
All right then.
Why, it's lovely out.
Maybe they only show up after the baby? No, they're there. I see the icon.
Now what?
The baby.
How about
Yes, please.
divination?
Give me the info.
Let's see. This place. Nice
It's
little
never
ranch.
gonna be bad weather in the next 3 days. Come on.
But which
What
one?
is
You'll face
this?
danger here.
I want bad weather.
Here's where we are
I
now.
want the monsters to be extra aggressive with me.
That's where you want to go.
It's just so sad. All I've ever wanted, man.
We'll face danger.
But which one?
Local
Here's where
man
we are
prays
now.
for hail. I am though, for real.
All right then.
Just because what? Listen, have you? Okay, I probably shouldn't ask that question, but yeah. Listen, you can pray for bad weather.
I love this.
You can
Alright.
pray for the storms to be so bad that like you don't have to.
Stinking.
You're like, yeah, whatever. I'll work remote today.
All right then.
I don't know if people actually get to do that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We're
Clearly showing I've never worked a 9 to 5 in my life. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go to the main quest. I think that's what we're gonna do. Where is it though? Why does it not? Does it? Oh, blind well out. Ah, I see. Okay. Used to live in monsoon territory. Not good. That's fair. All right, let's get some XP. Actually, wait. Did we want to unlock Faker first? No. Heisme is gonna need to learn Thief anyways. Yeah, we're gonna need to learn all of this stuff anyways, so it doesn't matter. And also, he already has Dark Sword. Yeah, we should be fine. Let us attempt to not spend all of our not XP, all of our
I'm going.
Stay present
Um,
and focused.
MP immediately. We'll see if we can conserve a little bit so that we can get stuff. Get more XP. Yeah, what a spooky thing.
Tell me.
I feel like I remember this dungeon not being as long as the other ones, though. Use the switch.
I see.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, Unicorn. I don't know if I know what it's like to experience
Right there.
very bad storms. And I'm curious to know what's the protocol for that? Like, do you get to? Holy fuck! Like, would you? Oh my god. Well, we're already dead. You would surely just like stay home and shit bricks, right?
Stroll got knocked out.
Like, what was the protocol for that?
Let us withdraw.
I see the enemy.
I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna... You know what? Maybe today's just not my day. I just need to log out.
Help us get back in the fight.
There they are.
Buy supplies and stay home. Power tended to go out.
They'll need more than this.
Yeah, damn. Because I definitely, experienced power outages before, but not like... Because people say like, oh, it's, they're kind of like, man, I really hope the power comes back. That seems like a fucking... scary situation to be in.
Stroll got knocked out. Can
I'll be
anyone
shitting.
get him back to his feet?
Well,
Like this. Someone, back up.
lived in a safe place, but sometimes trees would wreck houses. Yeah, that makes sense.
Surrounded.
Just getting...
Not like this.
It's kind of crazy how it's like, oh man, trees are cool. I like trees. Well, I like trees until they're fucking whipping around at extremely fast speeds. Probably.
You've no time for prayers.
Come forth, royal soul.
That's one
Yeah,
for
let's
the
see if we can
Onward, Captain.
get these guys with basic attacks.
Here's your weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
Take this.
Still standing.
My
Left.
coin can solve.
Don't let up.
Bonk.
Got him.
My
Nice
life
going,
is in your
Captain.
hands.
3 enemies left.
I don't know if I'm supposed to have any MP regen stuff by now.
Taste steel.
I guess Dragon's Judgment is still good.
Fight there.
They yet cling to life.
I will fight with pride. Let's go. Still up?
Let us clean up this mess. I cannot relax yet.
They had no chance against Heisme.
Island Paradise has its downsides, as all things do. It was mostly perfect weather year round.
Can anyone heal him?
Try some
I don't think I've ever been to like an island.
Stand ready.
I actually don't think I have.
Still standing.
Let's stay calm.
I'm not a very traveled individual.
Stay sharp.
Got him.
It's not over yet.
I've been to like
Okay, I don't think
Europe a few times,
Satisfactory.
which is probably more than
Our foes are not vanquished. Be on your guard.
like that's more than nothing. I understand. It's just like, you know,
I see the enemy. Push through.
I actually don't really want to travel.
Time for some
I'm
close.
gonna be honest with you. What? I fucking hate this dude. I'm gonna lose my
going for
mind.
Heisme while he's anxious.
Just like, listen, I can handle one lizardman, but as soon as they start double teaming me, like I don't know what to do anymore.
Should have known.
There's no way out of
Like,
this.
okay, I guess I'll just lose. I had the most dumb Marvel Rivals game was accused of sim botting. My accuracy 30%, baby, the silver experience, one good shot, enemy molding. Like, what the fuck?
This won't stop us.
Too slow. Dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
Man. I just, like, need to figure out how to fight these things.
No way out of this.
I'm sorry.
Down. Someone, help him back up. Hey. Hey.
Retreat. Remain steadfast. Some foes still draw breath.
Come and get me. Charging in. Come on.
Yeah, definitely not thrilled about needing to do
Vitus power.
more overworld combat.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
I think we're in the clear.
There they are.
Yeah, that's really funny though. I wanted to say, like, man. Like, I know people make excuses very frequently,
Get me.
but I think the funniest one is definitely like my 30% accuracy opponent is definitely botting. It's like, dog, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Equal to you.
Literally, what is this?
Tougher than I thought.
I'll stay my blade.
Coin.
Yes. The
Not bad.
captain took one down.
I've lived in Hawaii, Japan, and Guam, so half of my life has been tropical islands. I don't really like traveling
I'll
either.
use what I must.
That's interesting.
Apologies.
Will you finish it? Die hard.
Up to you.
I won't hold back.
I was gonna say, what do you think the difference is? But, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I just
Way
don't...
is clear.
I don't even know it would be a good leading question. It's just like,
Greater heights.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Do you notice any difference between being on an island or not? It's like, well, I don't know. Surely there can't be that big of a
I say take it
difference,
with you.
right? You're just...
Right there.
They found us.
I guess you get to be near water. That's like the thing that is relatively different
I knew you
between
could
these
do
two
it.
scenarios.
Very
You get to see water all the time.
I'm right here.
I'll give it my all. Try some of this.
This is our chance.
Vitus power.
We got him.
Keep it up.
Hunger!
3 enemies left. We can do this. Hit your weak point.
Observe
Keep it
the
up,
enemy.
Stroll.
Take this.
Nothing stopping her.
Come forth, royal soul.
That's one for the captain.
Let us clean up this mess. A favor, if I may.
Islands are beautiful, and I love the ocean. It's like space. Not a fan of anywhere else I've been.
Only one
Also the wind.
No holding back.
Sure.
Try some of this.
left. Hit their weak point.
I see
Imagine liking women.
right there.
Couldn't be me.
Go after all.
Honestly,
That's
hell
the
take.
last of them. The way's clear.
Okay.
Be careful.
Goodness.
There's more of them.
I see the enemy. All right. How's that?
Fast as ever.
Ooh,
Right there.
lizard. I actually think I had more difficulty with these things last time I was here. So this is a bit better. Fucking goddamn it.
Incoming.
I should just never press the combo button. That's it. Like, I should just never fucking do anything ever. I should just, like, never press the attack button
There they are.
and wait for my allies to attack the thing for me.
Come and get me.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
I'm right here. Come on. Let's get
Holy moly. Yeah, I think if I would want to travel anywhere, it would probably be Japan.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job.
I am interested in, like, staying at one of those, they're not called hotels. It's like an inn. And they have, I saw one that had like a very small personal bath, outdoor bath. It seemed like it was very comfy.
Look at that.
It seems you like the merchant. Why is that? Are you expecting me to say something like because they're thick as fuck? Because I think that's really funny.
Pocket it.
Like, damn boy.
What now?
Damn boy, look how thick they are. The actual answer is because we're trying to get this, which is steals mag from one enemy. The reason we need this ability is because the mag costs on Regicide are heavily increased to be ridiculous. This might be a nod to the fact that it's supposed to be New Game Plus. So this might be one of the systems that are balanced for New Game Plus. Unfortunately, because we are not playing New Game Plus, we're playing New Game Plus with no other carryover. We need a way to get more mag. I think they're doubled. Yeah, it's like I agree that the combat is probably not how you say. I don't think that the combat is that difficult. Like, I think the stats for combat are balanced for this difficulty, but I want to say that the mag costs are not balanced for this, like, being new game.
They'll need more than this.
That's how I feel. That's my vibe check. Welcome, Rue. How's it going? How you doing?
Like this.
Someone, help him back up.
Only a flesh wound.
Did you send me any more information about that thing? You did?
I'm right here.
You just did? Do you have, like, files? By the way, because I remember you sent me files before, and the one thing that I wasn't sure about was just, like what they were expecting the files to do, basically. But, like, I think the project is doable. It's also probably not that difficult.
Two remaining.
Nice
Let Let us clean up. Time to end this to ever greater heights.
I got them, but they suck. I will need to recut them all again. Well, the thing is, like, it depends on what kind of project you're doing. Right? Like, the effect that you said you were going for seems doable. In, like, relatively easily. Again, I don't know how they got the mouth to detect vowels. Like, that is a new effect that I have not tried before. So, I'm curious. Let me see. Just gonna want to go check. I don't know. Is that, like, relatively new? When did this get released? I mean, it looks expensive, which means that it's probably newer, right? When did this come out? Oh, I don't know which one, I guess. But the thing that I was going to say was that any model past the iPhone X, I think, can do, like, increased face tracking or whatever. And I don't know if you need another software to make it work, but yeah.
They saw us! On your toes, everyone!
Come and get me. Right there. I'm right here.
Like, for reference, I have a refurbished, like, iPhone X. Like, that's what I've used for my entire career. Which is really funny, by the way, because I'm glad that the only thing that I decided to invest in was better tracking, basically.
I'll stay my blade.
Vitus power. Last one.
You think yourself equal to I will survive.
Okay, I'd agree with that. I think mag costs can work as a way to make the game harder, assuming people don't grind, by limiting your options, but Regicide went a bit far with it. Should limit you, not force you to use a specific move that gains mag and or to ignore 3 of your party members. Yeah, it's like, you know, we're gonna use the exploit, the more grindy thing that we can do, which is stealing mag and grinding mag. We will grind it, that's fine.
Let's keep moving.
It's just a bit of a nod to the difficulty of the game. But,
we should be safe.
I see the enemy.
I don't think we're gonna... We're not gonna try too hard unless it's very required.
This could be our chance.
Billions of Magla will be stolen. Guys, I lost gallons of Magla. Where did you lose them?
Oh, power of kings.
No holding back. Hack and slash.
You snoopy.
Observe the enemy.
Promising.
Right there.
Make sure you guys like the stream. That's a good idea. Thanks for reminding me, Z. You should like the stream.
I won't hold back.
Nice hit. That was
Let us clean
I'm actually surprised how good the hit rate is on
Now, what's the play?
the flick coin. Like, I expected it to be good, but not actually all the time.
Worthy foe after all.
Okay. You got access to a dying to the end of the month agency, and I want the model to be future-proof if I decide to get an
That
update.
was nothing.
I don't know if I understand. I got access to dying to the end of the
I
month.
admit, it feels good to get stronger.
I appreciate you, Rue. I just don't know if I understand what you typed. What do you mean by that?
They noticed us.
Right there.
Voted for contrarianism? That's fine.
Right here.
Likes and dislikes are weighted equally.
Forward. Come and get me.
Act fast. We will win this.
I actually wonder if it's like weighted depending on what the content is. Like a stream that's getting actually heavily disliked, I kind of wonder
against highs, May.
what would be the consequences of that.
Only one left. Finish it off and we're clear.
A blunder.
Oh, I got access to a model made by an agency that is dying at the end of the month. I'm Study. Oh, I'm guessing studying the way they cut and rig the face. Oh, well, I mean, if you already have one, I mean, good for you. That's good. That's probably good.
That's the last of them. The way's clear.
That's some good shit. It's not mine. Oh, so you're saying you're just studying it. Okay, I got it. Okay, I see. You were using it for learning purposes.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
Got it. Yeah, cutting is something else. It is very funny to me how, like, you have, how do you say? Definitely know what I want to say here. I think relatively easy models still have a lot of cutting. And, like, let's not... I think one of the actually, like, coolest techniques that is neat, and I wish I could do if I was better at frame-by-frame animation, but you can also literally just, like, export a PNG sequence and then, like just have a 2D animation playing. Like, you can also just do that. Which is kind of cool, like, if you think about it. You're just like, well, here's an animation. I'm just gonna deadass, like, I'm gonna play every frame of this animation to the frame rate of the exported animation and just have it work. It's like, wow, that's kind of cool that people can do that. But I think that's relatively old tech at this point. That was kind of spooky. So maybe concerned. Shut up!
You think you're too much for hunger?
29 damage, huh? Oh my goodness.
Die hard. No. With blade in hand.
Suppose the one place I should be using MP is probably to kill mimics, right?
Good, we did it. I continue to grow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Prowler's pipe. Gonna be honest, the first thing that I thought of when I saw that was Plower's pipe, and I feel like that has a very different context to it, like a different connotation. Motherfucker.
This won't stop us.
Flounder pipe. Oh, I didn't heal myself because I'm stupid. I think the unfortunate part of this is that the quick save should be before the mimic, not after the mimic. Because I think we had to... We had this problem in the final dungeon. Where the quick save is going to be after. Or before. Oh, just kidding. No! Fuck me, dude. I could have killed the thing first and then picked up the thing because I knew this was a mimic. I mean, this has nothing to do with the difficulty. Like, this is actually just because...
Are you prepared?
Or the reason this is a problem, I should say, isn't because of the difficulty, it is just simply the game mechanics. It was not an invitation point, okay? Like, I was just... All I'm saying is that it's fucking over.
I'll use what I must.
That's what I'm saying.
I show no mercy.
In the name of... I shall vanquish evil.
Oh, I wonder how Brawler would do if I took Plunder Life. I wonder if that's actually kind of good. Ah, 3 people have been put to sleep. How terrible. Motherfucker. Ah, they are asleep.
this up. Not
What
bad.
could work?
I shall strive to use
What are you referring to that could work?
We found something.
We're so lucky.
It's like, maybe if I go pick up the item there, I'll grab the quick save there. That'll be a quick save.
Let's take them all out.
Try some of this. Vitus power.
Nice hit. That was
You think
perfect.
you're formidable indeed.
No.
Is everyone all right?
Always comes
I'll
through.
stay my place.
Merchant. A tough one.
Be neither oh, power of kings.
And that's that. Victory's ours.
A halfway decent
Bad at
result.
all.
I feel like I should start giving myself more strength.
Had more to learn.
Just a little
There is
bit.
still danger here. Stay vigilant.
Let's push through.
Our enemy.
Your death will be swift.
Give us all we've got.
Get ready.
Merchant. Still up?
You think yourself equal to a UGP?
I do also kind of wonder if I'm just gonna run out of
Try some
gold.
of this.
Your weak
Or
Is
Reeve.
everyone all right? Fight there. A worthy foe after all.
Merchant.
Tells me how much money I have.
I'm the best one.
You're incredible, Heisman.
Let's go broke speed.
Only one left. Finish
How do I... Well, we're gonna have all of the MP in the world, but we're gonna have no Reeve.
They yet cling to life.
Which one would you rather have? Honestly, I feel like having more MP is probably better.
Keep your energy up, everyone.
Pay all of my
I
gold
think
for
we're in the
MP.
clear.
You get 300 per stunned or insta-killed enemy, you should be fine
Right there.
probably.
Come and get it.
Yes.
Charging in. Time for some close combat. Right
Yeah, it's like 500. Each attack is 500, which is probably to offset, you know, using gold attack constantly.
Let us clean up this
But-
mess.
Oh, they're weak to... Oh, no, that was just a crit.
Is everyone? Let justice prevail.
Wow.
Let's say, lend me your strength.
Nice hit. That was
Now we
perfect.
strike. A
Just
wise
pass.
Try some of this.
Hit your weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
Fight there. A worthy foe after
Come
all.
forth, royal soul.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
to ever greater heights.
Our foes have fallen. We are safe.
Nice.
We're so lucky.
Okay. I want to get the fiery thing, though. So maybe I can go to the next area. Oh, I could probably just reload it at the Magla Hollow. Like, if I exit, it'll probably spawn the guy again.
Check this out.
Save. Get me out. Get.
Let's go.
Now, hopefully this respawned the thing. Oh, right, I guess it would respawn literally everything. I'm stupid as fuck.
Somewhere safe.
So we didn't solve our problem. I was like, it's not going to respawn any of the other things, and then I will simply have access to fighting the Elementa, and it's going to be
Right
great.
there.
This is bad.
All right.
They're on to us.
Okay. Well, it's ogre.
Someone heal her.
Can we fight two lizardmen who have not taken damage?
Nice hit.
Okay, well, I mean, if we do that much damage, I mean, that's pretty good.
Here's what I must.
This is their weakness.
Now, what's the play?
Moves, Heisman.
I'll cut you down.
Not all of my MP.
She needs help.
I can't even perfect punch? Man.
I got one.
Let's go.
You commendable berry.
Oh, fuck.
Ridiculous.
Collapse.
Please no. Okay, big charge. Huge. They've chosen death.
And that's that. Victory's ours.
There they are. All right. How's that? Charging in. Forward.
I'll give it my all.
Looks like we got your good move.
We have... That's pretty good.
This should work.
You hit their weakness.
Be neither tip. Allow me to use this.
Because no one else has
Let's try this.
You hit their weakness.
ice damage, we're just gonna spam this. Nice! We probably didn't even have to do that. We could have cycled it back around to the coin flick, but...
Be careful. There's more of them.
Alright, we're gonna not fight these guys. It was just satisfying. Just throwing... It was demonic ice sickles. You get it? It's like a pun. They put a pun in their video game. Like, icicle is like a... It's like a formation of ice. Like, to be stabby and stuff. Like you could consider it dangerous. Like, it's gonna stab you and deal damage. But in this case, they said, like, it's an ice sickle. Like, sickle, like a farm tool. Right?
Onward.
But, like, they're implying that the sickle is made out of ice. As if it were, like, an ice weapon of some kind. Right? It's like a joke. It's like a pun. Like a funny joke.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
They're not even shaped the same? I don't get it. See, I mean, you're just 4K'ing yourself and admitting that, like, you don't know what comedy is. So, like,
All right.
I don't know why you do that.
Pushing forward.
Because I think that icicle is hilarious, and you simply have no taste of comedy. Come on, man. I don't know why I anticipate that it's like, oh yeah, my full combo is gonna stun it. It's like, obviously not, it's gonna stun it. Because, like, that's the point. The point is that you're not gonna stun it.
Hey!
Like, that's why we're on Regicide.
Still in a fight here.
My wife has a pun in the oven.
Gotta get back on
Is she cooking it?
This'll get ugly.
How does one cook a pun?
Someone
When would you consider it cooked?
Yikes! There's no way
Oh,
out of
I'm
this.
fucking cooked here. Do you think it's funny that their attack is called Tooth Rush? Because it's like toothbrush, like it sounds very similar. But instead of toothbrush, they're saying it's like a tooth rush, so it slightly changes the context to be more indicative of like an attack.
Forward.
Like the tooth is rushing at you.
Well done, Captain.
The tooth rush.
Let's go.
That's one for the captain.
Let us clean up.
I think that's kind of impressive.
In the name of
Yikes!
Okay, well,
Watch out for their counterattack.
I've been repelled. I probably could have guessed that because they used fire. I think these teeth have thrush.
Anxiety is spiking.
What is it? Thrush.
Stop him.
I'll destroy you.
Four left.
Let's stay calm.
Don't let
Try
up.
this power. Let's keep this up.
I tuned out around the third time you said sickle. Is there a problem with the word sickle? Or was it just too stupid to, like, acknowledge its existence?
Right on target.
Is everyone all right?
Wow, the critical hit actually hit.
Hey, didn't have.
That's reasonable.
Numbers dwindle.
Well, we died to...
Here comes the counter.
Thrush has a fungal infection of the mouth tissue.
Nice one, Captain.
Interesting.
Only
Come forth, royal soul.
Oh, power of kings. Run left.
Are you prepared?
No, we're just slowly making our way through the dungeon. I'm trying to not spend all of my MP. I don't think I'm succeeding, because Stroll is just like fucking... Stroll has cast like a few slicers when I felt like I needed it, and we're just like losing. Also, like, I seem to love just getting hit by overworld combats. I don't know what it is. I can't really describe it to you, but like, I just really want to get attacked, apparently. Couldn't tell you why.
Cannot relax yet.
You're incredible, Heist. Are you prepared?
Yeah, maybe I can be using diagonal slash because that's not as much.
You think yourself equal to a UG
Bro would get
fragility?
filtered by Dark Souls, A Lamau, skull emoji, fire emoji,
Face me.
100% emoji,
I show no
XD Lamau emoji,
Vanquish evil.
sweating hot emoji, like fingers pointing together emoji, sweating eggplant hot emoji.
Worthy foe after all.
Of course I jump into here about how Flar wants to be attacked. Like, I'm just saying that, you know, I don't want to be attacked. It just so happens that I just, like, you know, get assaulted by 2 lizard men. And then, like, when I try handling the first one, the other one gets to hit me from behind, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stop mentioning sweating. What's the problem with sweating?
power of kings.
Hey yo, pause? Sounding kinda sus? Eyebrows raised emoji? Kinda sounding sussy?
Now, what's the plan?
Amogus? What's another one?
Let me rethink this.
Like, can we... what other descriptors can we use? I feel like A Lamau is kind of old. Bogos Vinted? Is that like... Can we do that one? Just make sure you hydrate properly if you're sweating. Don't worry. My, my homies got me covered with the hydration. They always make sure to make sure that I'm hydrated, and I really appreciate that. Oh, yeah, like that, exactly. Sable knows what's up. Sable, a hydro homie. What's the bonk for? You gotta, like, I'm really curious. What in this conversation has prompted a bonk? All I'm talking about is that, like, all I'm talking about is, like, eggplant sweating emoji, like, hot, spicy emoji, fingers pointing together emoji, 100% emoji fire emoji. I don't see what the problem is. Everybody drink some water, sit up straight and unclench your jaw. Like, I don't know. I feel like I can't do any of those things. Unless I have my hydro homie with me. I make sure that when I'm interacting with the hydro homies to make sure I get hydrated, sit up straight, and also unclench my jaw. I do all of these things.
Not this. I see you.
That's it, Hulkenberg.
K-Bud, aren't knights supposed to be pure?
Come forth, royal soul.
I don't know what is unpure about this conversation.
I leave it to you.
In the name of
I am the most pure individual. I have been claiming this since day one, and I will continue to claim it for the foreseeable future. That, like, I'm a completely normal individual who is normal.
What now?
Also, wait, we don't have general yet? Do we get general after? I think we... Barden doesn't... Barden doesn't general yet. A slight curve in the back can help the Hydra homies. Impure, not unpure. Oh, sorry.
I'm right here.
You wanna know what's unpure?
This battle's ours.
This conversation. I think it's unpure to believe that unpure isn't a word.
By this power.
It's a word I made up, therefore it exists.
Perhaps this... I saw we are turning the tide.
No, warrior.
I can stop. Not done yet.
I switched.
That is the only qualifier. You made it up.
Ever the consummate knight. My life is in your hands.
Only 2
Oh,
enemies
power
left.
of kings.
No holding back.
Got one.
Is everyone all right?
I see you.
Hoping we're good, then right in their weak spot.
I'm actually kind of surprised how little MP I have.
And that's that.
Like, it's just...
Victory's ours.
It's kind of,
Not bad. If I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
it's a little
That's all
awkward.
of them.
Because I feel like I'm sparing MP, but I'm really not. How are your D&D games going? Slowly starting to get into it again myself. I have a couple games in them.
Oh, power of kings.
There's... I'm trying to think of a story. Well, one that I'm in,
I can't. Are you prepared?
I think I described it. It's like we're not really playing characters that we're super attached to, right? Like the conceit of it is that like someone made an adventuring company basically, and then you're just kind of like playing one of the characters in the company. So like the actual players who decided to make the adventuring company like are doing significantly more behind the scenes stuff and trying to make macro scale moves based on the
You think he?
based on the setting.
Formidable indeed.
And the characters that I'm playing in both of those are... Well, it's really funny. Oh, holy fuck. Well, it is now over. Oh, this probably happened because I didn't have the opportunity to flick a coin at it, so it didn't time lock itself twice. That's kind of funny. Well, it's over. So one of them was an architect, or like they basically have like the engineering proficiency, so they make stuff, and that group got destroyed because the world is a cruel place that does not give a shit about adventurers.
Let us click.
So we went to go to the quest of the thing, and then it's like, hey, have you heard of dying? So our party basically got wiped. I mean, to be fair, like, we sort of understood that the... Oh shit, the dodge! That's insane. We did understand we were basically walking into an ambush, and then we didn't really make preparations to deal with the fact we were gonna get ambushed. So there's that. Will this make me survive? I should probably give the... I should give the healing igniter to somebody.
I owe you.
Thank you.
I shall fire
But yeah, that character
hack and slash.
would go on about the arches of the goddess. For, you know,
Basically,
basically the thing that I described was
I'm sorry.
or the character that I was given, they were high wisdom, low intelligence, and then their proficiency was like engineering. So it was explained to me that the character's probably some kind of savant, but does not really understand what they're like. They don't at a knowledge-based level understand what they're talking about. They're just they're just kind of doing their thing.
Perhaps this suits me best.
So I was like, oh, I wonder
Accept your fate.
what that person would act like. And to me, it felt like, okay, well, surely the reason why... Oh, they were also a paladin, I think. That's why. I was like, how do we put all of that into the same thing? And the answer to me was that since they're a paladin, they probably worship, like, structures.
Come forth,
They-
loyal soul.
So whenever there's, like, an arch that is a load-bearing arch or something, it is because it is the strong curves of the goddess that allows this building to stand strong. So every time there was a building, I was very committed to trying to rescue the building and also, like, talk about how the reason that the buildings still stand despite being in ruin are due to the grace of the goddess. Unfortunately, that character failed their morale roll after losing the combat,
My path ends
because we
here.
basically had how would you say? We basically had like a catastrophic atrocity happen to the party, right? Like half of the party members died. The escaping party members are probably scarred for life. I got KO'd despite having like AC 8 or something like that. So, my character failed their morale roll, so in that party, they're going to be trying to return to town as best as they possibly can, and then retiring.
Stand ready. I'm stepping back.
Like their morale would imply that they are retiring if they ever get back to town. Which my description of it was, well, you know, he wakes up and maybe he comes to the realization that the goddess
Let us
actually
clean up this mess.
wants him to stay in the city. You know what I mean?
Right on target.
Like maybe the goddess is actually telling you to stay within the safe walls of of the city rather than going outside.
Okay? You gotta heal up. Slower back.
Are you prepared? I die hard. It's not over yet.
It is a shame MC is asleep, because that might mean I'm going to die. Please wake up.
Hey, maybe they put you to sleep.
Wake up.
This is no place for a nap.
Nobody will
Going
stand
to
in our
church
way.
to pray to the church? Yeah, not like the religion, to pray to like the church itself,
Nice.
Yeah.
to worship the arches of the goddess.
What now?
Truly, that is where all inspiration comes from. Wait, didn't I just get a sword? Is that not for this class, I guess? Ah, it's like a regular sword. It's for the Seeker class.
Let's push through. We have the edge.
And the character that I'm playing for the other group is an elf. It's really funny because
Now accept your fate.
the description for the elf is like
Only 2 enemies left.
like they're clearly like a thief of some kind or like a rogue class.
Stand ready. I see you.
But the thing that I stopped at in the descriptor was, oh, it's an elf, and my brain was like, ah, if it is an elf, I have a
Face me.
picture for this elf
That's the last of them.
because I
The
made
way's clear.
for one of my friends, I made sussy proxy art for them because I wanted to embarrass them as much as possible. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just use this art. Completely forgetting that an elf in a swimsuit probably does not look very much like a rogue.
They are broken. This battle's
I don't think the descriptor of being in a cloak with like tattered leather armor really lines up with
My
the
life is in your hands.
with the elf in a swimsuit.
Mustn't
Don't think it
settle
really
here.
scans. So unfortunately, my character's token is very zoomed in on her face,
We can do this.
which is funny because like the face itself is very smug. Like that was the point.
Ways clear.
Like it is a smug elf in a swimsuit. Like that is the point.
Continue to grow.
Any effort is key.
Does not match. Does not really match the description that well. But hey, we've got a elf in a shelf. So we have swimsuit elf.
This is our chance.
Yeah, the actual character herself
I won't hold back. Still here?
Think
is
yourself equal?
like they're like a rogue, right? They're relatively high intelligence.
Turning the tides.
They're like a rogue master, sort of. Like they're a mix between a thief or rogue class and having like, oh shit, I forgot that. Oh, what is that class in? There's a class in like Elden Ring that gets like Silent Step
I see you.
or something like that, but they're not the thief class. They're whatever that class is, basically.
For the captain. Keep it going. 3 enemies left.
You first.
We can do this.
And it's funny, the first situation our party ended up being in was like,
You neither timid.
we got an encounter with a tree.
Yikes. Here comes the counter.
The agent in Dark Souls 3 was a light Dexy magic class. Yeah, maybe something like that. It was something like that.
Only 2
Confessor?
enemies
Yeah, it
left.
might have been
Stay
Confessor
sharp.
in Elden Ring.
All yours.
I stand. Let justice prevail. This won't do. Wasn't it predictable?
God fucking damn it, dude. Like, these things just randomly dodging stuff is so annoying.
Oh, no mercy.
Go for it.
I see you.
The first encounter we had was with like this random glade or grove type thing, which had a bunch of food, and it's like, oh, this is like cool because we're out in the wilderness, so like having a store of food is really good,
Smooth finish.
right? Like a place we can come back to get food, like good quality food. It's like this is a good place.
Right there.
And my DM sent me a note that was like, you have a good feeling about this place, right? And being an elf, I have like basically sense nature. So I was like,
Royal soul.
you know,
You remain.
One for the
I was
captain.
basically like our party lead, like the caller basically, for this group. Like the person who assembled the group and
Can't afford to hold
has them. I forgot it reflects fire. See, the reason I made that decision was because I had a half turn and I didn't want to pass the half turn. Instead, I passed 2 half turns and 2 full turns. That's what I really wanted to do.
I think I got one.
Coin can
But yeah, I said something along the lines of like,
One for the captain.
We neither
I can't believe you wouldn't trust the tree hugger
show no mercy.
to tell you when a tree is
What's the
good,
play?
basically,
I shall vanquish
right? And they were like,
all yours.
well, yeah, why would I believe some stereotype like that? And it's like, the elf is telling you, that the tree is fine. Please listen to the elf. I'm telling you with my fucking supernatural nature senses that this is some kind of grove or glaive that is good. Because my DM literally sent me a note about how the glaive is good. But, like, I don't want to metagame,
We made short work of
right?
that.
They were literally like, do we burn down the tree? The tree must be evil. This is definitely evil.
Looks like it could be
Like the
useful.
person who someone said like they detected magic, and then it's like, wow, your 2 casters in the party have a glowing aura. And the horse as well, who was eating the fruit. But they were like, oh, that must mean the fruit is dangerous. And it's like, is the fruit magical? The fruit is not magical. I'm just sitting there like losing my mind, and then I came to the conclusion. It's funny to me, right?
Can't afford to hold back. No hold.
Yeah, players get paranoid sometimes.
Go for it.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. This is my thing, right? Is that it's like, if the players want to be paranoid and I'm acting in character, it's like, yeah, that's the story. The story is that you were too paranoid to trust the nature talker that the tree was fine. That's the story. Like, I was trying to act as in character as I could, but you could not take the hint that, like, the elf with nature sense is telling you that this place is completely okay.
Let's give him a fight.
So, what I gathered about the character's personality from this incident was that, like, the elf is kind of smug. Like, they have a little bit more intelligence than basically all the other party members. So, she's probably, like, a little sassy and, like, oh, yeah, why would you ever listen to me? I'm just some stupid elf. What would I know about trees or if they're good for you? You know what I mean? Like, that kind of personality. Which I appreciate when games give you an excuse to, like, act in character, right? Because I think the caller for that party, just for the record, is, like, relatively... Like, she is a little bit more on the paranoid side, right? Like, she plays very gamey and very, like, to win. So I understand that she will play in a more paranoid way, but I'm just like, man, come on. Like, fucking come on, dude. Like, it's like, no, I have a good feeling about this place. Oh yeah, fine. Fuck me, I guess. Like,
Let's go. Hold on.
okay, I'm now officially out of gold.
Everyone, run!
I'm glad that we have gotten to the point where I'm just raw out of gold by spamming the gold
Brace
attack.
yourself.
I also really enjoy on getting shit on by teeth. That's really cool. Players turn a utopian world into a grimdark fantasy.
Is that all?
I don't know.
Not like this.
Retreat.
Holy shit, we actually retreated.
Don't get too relaxed. These monsters are relentless. Act fast. And we'll win this.
One of my games I'm playing right now, I'm playing a dark elf that's basically Uncle Ruckus. He basically believes he's a high elf in the team cleric. That game is not very serious, it's been fun. That's good. If you get opportunities to roleplay, I think that's good.
Now, what's the play?
It's unfortunate because I feel like I sort of described this to a number of the games that I've played in. That, like,
We can do this. I won't hold
I think maybe I'm just not...
Let's go.
It's not that I'm not huge on RPGs, it's that, like, I've had difficulty. It's like the same thing with anime, where, like, I don't feel like I can take a break. So, like, sitting down to play an RPG makes me, like, relatively uncomfortable. Because I'm just, like, sitting there playing a game for multiple hours. And it's like, you could be doing literally anything else. Which, now that I described that, it's a little surprising that it's not as bad when I'm playing something like Magic. But to an extent, it still does. Where I'm like, you should be doing something with your time. And the unfortunate thing is that, like, I know it's not... It's just, like, completely false. Like, it is not a real thing.
No.
So it's like, enjoy yourself. Which I guess the problem is that I believe that eventually one day I will be able to have enjoyed.
It's okay.
I can enjoy the fruits of my labor in a way that is like I don't need to be concerned. But I just don't think that's ever gonna happen. It's like I can enjoy what little I have, I guess. Which I don't even like describing it that way because I clearly I have enough time to like go live in a house that I am like, you know, like I'm.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
It's more a matter of like, well, you know, I have no say in whether or not I get this tomorrow. That's what concerns me the most. Oh, fuck. I feel like I have no say in whether or not I have this tomorrow. Which really sucks. So that paranoia kind of creeps in when I play other RPGs. So the thing that I was going to say, sorry, I got a little bit distracted from the point, but is that I like RP elements and RPGs. I just feel like I can't attend to them as readily as I want to, because I feel like I want to do more with the characters that I am playing, because I enjoy that. Like, I enjoy thinking about, like, what does this... I was like, what's a better term here? It's like, how do I call this elf an incel? Like, oh, I'm so much smarter than you, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, I'm so, ooh, look at me. These idiots in my party don't understand that this is they have a good deal here. Well, I'll have to think about that a little bit more. Also, I'm probably not going to be playing Arch's Man anymore because he fucking died twice. It's so funny too because like he basically got cursed on our first excursion, and then after that he's like, yeah, I'm gonna still try adventuring and doing this adventuring thing, and then he fucking got KO'd in his first round, like KO'd in a surprise combat round, like, ah, shit. Yeah, I would retire too, to be honest with you.
Incoming.
I'm incapable of lying. I laughed when I first saw the giant shadow being with a pacifier in its mouth. Were you here for the start of this run? Like, like, you've seen this thing, right?
Someone, help him back up!
A blunder.
Hey! Wake up!
Surrounded.
We're still in a fight here!
Man, love this shit. Currently saving up money, so at very least I should be able to work part-time and still retire at a reasonable time. Yeah, that's a little too far away for me to think about.
Your Highness,
Yeah, the thing is, it's like...
Will your tale...
I definitely feel like there's a part of me that's like, oh yeah, well, I mean, if you're taking the time to just do something as a hobby, it's really not that big of a deal. I guess it's that, like, RPGs feel like they take up so much time. Like, the time slot it takes is very big. It's usually like 4 hours or something. That's a lot of time.
I can't afford to... Warrior! Go for it!
Okay, I think I even,
Let's think.
I've said at one point in time or another that it's like, oh, I should, instead of being live for 4 hours, be live for 2 hours and then, like, edit a video or something. Or do an art or something like that. But, yeah, I don't know.
It's okay. Come forth, royal soul.
It is, and plus it's a time commitment. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the thing too, is that it's like a commitment. Like, it was a commitment of time, which I've been trying to grapple with that in general. Just pay an editor with the money you totally have. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
I didn't know I had it in me.
Funny because I got recommended a video on like another creator basically describing their experiences. Like, yeah, wow, it's very interesting. The thing that they were describing as like not doing well, like they were saying, oh,
Commendable bearing.
like they were basically describing. I don't know if I can attack this with fire or not. I think so.
Try some of this.
Ooh, it's weakness too.
I stand ready.
Yeah, they were basically saying like, are you fucking kidding me? Like getting like 600 views with that, basically. And I'm like, wait, but the video that I felt like did well is at 600 views. And they're like, oh yeah, well, I was streaming to like 20 people. And I'm like, yeah, man, 20 people, haha. It's like a low amount of people, haha.
Now accept your fate.
Today has been a day, I think. It's surprising how much, like...
3 enemies left.
It's
surprising how much 3 hours can just, like, plummet your mood.
Is everyone all right? Let justice prevail. I see you.
Woke up, felt alright, existed for 3 hours,
Royal sword.
go live. Let's do it. Content. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Mustn't settle for the easy way.
They're weak to fire. Let's heat this.
What do they feel about Dark?
Of kings. Formidable indeed.
They feel okay about Dark.
Taste steel.
Great
Oh,
job.
power of heroes. To you. Vitus power. Burn.
I'm also running out of MP.
Finale.
Not
Keep
huge
your
on that.
energy up, everyone. Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
Right there.
But yeah, finding good. This all spiraled from, man, love the brain
Charging in.
but yeah, finding good opportunities to play the character I think is nice.
Everyone go.
I also think that trying to think of what I want to say.
Freeze.
One for the captain. Let's keep
Perhaps
it going.
this heat.
I don't know. I think my desire to want to play a character more or play a character better is like
Now, what's the plan?
in line with the brain rot that I should be doing better
Hit your weak points.
at everything
Ready.
all the time.
For all the
You know what I mean? So I debate how much I need to like actually
Right.
Coin
Do
to solve
better.
problems of late. Merchant.
or if it's like, nah, you weren't contributing enough to whatever you're doing. You don't really need to do more than that.
Go for it.
And then it's like, well, why is that the perspective that you have when you're talking about like a tabletop RPG game where like you should be having fun?
Only 2 enemies left. Stay sharp.
And then it's like, well, part of my fun comes from like performing
Think yourself equal to a
and
UG
performing
speculator?
well.
Leave it
And
to
then
you.
it's like, okay. We're...
We're clear.
I stand
Oh shit, he had a
ready.
fire attack. I could have used the fire attack.
Strike form.
Let's
Oopsie. Look at quantity.
Not too shabby. Let's keep this up, everyone.
not bad.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I think we got them all.
I was putting it out there. But RPing is things just fun. When the brainworms aren't active. You should just look at my YouTube guide on how to be famous. Just buy my course and spread it around for me so I can market. I mean, so you can get 10%. Of course. I mean, like, why wouldn't I
On your
All for... Well, why wouldn't I be into exactly... Okay,
We'll
well.
hold our ground.
Unfortunately, I rolled directly into that. Jeez. Holy fuck. Like, I would really like to run away from this, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I just realized, is it like a bird in there? Looks kind of like it's a bird.
Let us withdraw.
Right there. Brace yourselves.
That's not good.
So heavy.
I just love getting hit, clearly, by damage. I just enjoy losing. Let me tell you. There's something that I enjoy about playing video games. It's just losing over and over again. Thank you for hitting me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the bonk. It's great. It is undead. It must be weak to holy or light. To the savior's thighs. It's very unfortunate that we are not a... we're not a thing.
What now?
Yeah, unfortunately there's no commands command anymore, so...
Right there.
You simply need to know all the commands by heart. I didn't set one up because I felt like I removed all the ones that people weren't using. Although I'm curious to know which one you were looking for. Thank you for the head pat. Yeah, because I don't think it would, yeah, I don't think it's super important to have the commands command. I haven't done that one in a while.
There they are.
We've been spotted. On your guard.
We'll hold our ground.
The third attack just has so much end lag, man. Just hate it so much.
His anxiety is mounting. If he gets hit,
Damn it.
he'll be in big
No
trouble.
good. My best.
Bro! Someone get him back on his feet!
Sorry.
Someone! Help him back up!
What were some of the old commands?
Collapse!
There was lurk. I think I added lurk.
Get back in the fight! Yikes!
Do you know where you first heard end lag from? Monster Hunter, I think. Dark Souls. Could say like recovery frames.
Will your
Somewhat from Dungeon Fighter, but the PvP in Dungeon Fighter isn't real, so you don't have to concern yourself with that. They're just like out of MP.
Forward! On your guard! Time for some close. Forward! Charging in.
Nice. I think I missed one Elementa. Do not remember where it was.
Take it.
You hit their weakness!
You think
That's
us
your opening, Captain!
die?
In the net. No holding back.
Oh.
I'll cut tougher than I thought.
Nice! I'll destroy you!
We need a sensor command that bleeps out what you're saying, especially when they're... What?
There's no way I'm stopping.
Especially when they're a female girl with a flag.
There are some enemies left. Stay sharp.
So like a shut up command.
See the enemy.
I think those are funny.
Keep the pressure on. Hit him right
Time for some close combat.
Good job.
The problem is that normally they're mediated by some kind of point system, but
They'll need more
every
than this.
time, man, I'm like, do I press the third attack? And then I press it and I'm like, why did I press it? Like, why would I do that? Ceremonial stomp? Didn't know we had to do an entire ceremony to get stepped on.
There they are. Come and get me. We'll hold our ground.
Dixon.
Oh, I just... Man. Can work,
Hulkenberg's moving slower.
the hand on your mouth asset, or on... In case you could do the forgetty beam.
Tight. There's no way out of this. Whoa! Someone get us back on our feet.
It was very painful. Is forgetty beam from something? I mean, I feel like just any, like, now I'm gonna do laser beam. But I know forgetty beam has been... Actually, wait, no, I think... No. I think forgetty beam is from an anime that I actually know. Yes. No? Maybe? I swear there was a forgetty beam scene in, like... No, it was before that one. It's even older than that.
Someone help him get back in the fight.
It's okay, I'm pretty sure there was I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure, it's from like a trashy slice of life anime from a long time ago. I don't really want to talk about it, because it's bad. And then it's like, ah, yes, I know this reference. It's like, I'm not going to admit that I know this reference.
There they are.
Oh shit, we didn't kill the thing yet. How terrible.
Forward. Charging in.
Okay, well, I mean, I'd rather just die at this point.
What now?
Pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's not good at all.
I see the enemy.
So don't press the third attack. Never press the third attack ever for any reason. How terrible.
That's all we got. Let's go.
But yeah, I was thinking, like,
Jeez, they're pretty
StreamerBot has a lot of functionality to it. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I try to, like, do something or make something, like a mini game or something like that. To the recommendation, or to my friend's recommendation, he was kind of like, and I agree with this, just for the record. So, it's not like it super discouraged me, but I was thinking about it a little bit, and then maybe I was like, yeah, it's probably not the best idea. Wait, what is a weak to? I don't know. Like making some kind of mini game, like a wandering monster encounter. So I thought it'd be kind of cool if it was just a % chance over like every 2 hours that like a random monster would appear on screen that you guys could like beat up. Because I was thinking about all the required design math, I guess. And it's like, oh, this would be relatively complicated. So it's like if first of all, I would need to, or the first thing that I was thinking that would be difficult is trying to make like a tick function, just in general. Like how would it actually process anything? So there would need to be like a battle mode that is initiated that determines whether or not inputs are actually being used for anything. And then there would have to be like a randomized chance over a certain period of time. Or I would like... I was thinking if there was like a trigger on stream start that like rolled a dice that like outputted a time code within 2 hours, and then at that time code it would roll on like a 50-50 if something would happen. I actually thought also that if there was a bar on screen that showed like amount of days without rolling a monster, that it would like pick up the bar, and then
A halfway decent result.
like when it actually rolled the dice in the 2 hours, it would have like an increased roll chance, so that eventually you would fight something. I also thought it'd be kind of funny if like you did that, and then if you lose, like chat just literally explodes. Like you guys get removed from the screen. I thought that'd be kind of funny.
Let's push through. Let's take them all out.
There's no time for pause.
But yeah, basically it boiled down to just like an interaction-based game. So I think while all of this in theory was like, oh, this is like kind of a cool idea, or like a fun thing to do, because then I guess the add-on that I was thinking about was like I could just make little live 2D
We can do this.
like animated sprites for the enemies, and then it's like, oh, who did the animated sprites? It's like, well, I made them, so that I could show off some degree of live 2D stuff.
Face me. I show no mercy.
But yeah, I think overall it's just one of those like, well, this is just kind of an engagement
Not now.
bait game that's kind of
Stay my blade.
probably boring in practice to actually have to engage with. Like, people show up and they're like, oh, fuck, another monster. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit, I have to deal with this thing. But yeah, I was thinking something along the lines of the HP is probably related to how many people are in chat. There's like an assumed critical threshold that is good for dealing damage to it. I was thinking that I could probably also have access to special commands that
Your death
like
will be swift.
I could choose one of like
Royal soul.
any different kinds of abilities. Like I could just time walk
Equal to a you.
the monster if it was gonna kill us next turn. So there would be like a funny dynamic between like, hey, can you please do something? And I'm like, sorry, I'm fighting a boss. Chat, if you lose to the slime girl again, I don't know what to tell you, but like it's probably fucking over for us. Like I need to trust House Lyria to be able to like kill slimes. If you can't do that, like it's fucking over. It's like, please time walk the slime. It's like, I am not time walking the slime.
I use what I must.
You fucking dumbasses. Deal with it yourself.
Are you prepared?
Yeah, and then I was thinking like, oh, maybe every once in a while there's like a boss fight that I put a little bit more programming into.
This won't.
And then like people could get special abilities as well, because you can make commands for users. So it's like, okay, well, this one dropped like the giant slayer,
That was the last of them.
which like when you Q your attack, it's like +3 damage or something. You know, some other kind of thing. And then like you could go down the rabbit hole of this is just like a silly thing, right? It's the silly game where you fight anime girls, live 2D animated anime girls every once in a while. But it's like, this is like, first of all, a lot of effort. Like this is an incredibly large amount of effort to need to make any of this, and the fact that it's running through like a bot rather than like rather than just having an update function in Unity, it's like, okay, like what are we doing here exactly? Like,
We found something.
right. So I decided against doing it.
Now.
So because now you don't need to be concerned about it existing, I can now be like, here's all of the things that I planned, and now I am never going to make it. Oh yeah, so the actual combat system itself, by the way, I was thinking like, similar to Slay the Spire, it would show intent. So it's like, it's going to attack this turn, probably deal like 3 damage or something. And then the amount of people who queue a particular command contributes to either attacking or blocking, and you will always do both. But the kind of trick, right, is that if the monster says it's going to attack for 3, and 5 people queue block, then you overblocked. And then you didn't do enough damage. And then similar to Slay the Spire, or design pattern from Slay the Spire, there would be moves that like do proportionately more damage that are like effectively unguardable. So those moves would need to be like calculated by total amount of chatters plus like X value, whatever you want that value to be. So that would also give me an opportunity to be like, okay, fine, I'll time walk this turn, right? Like there's an excuse for me to do it,
Keep the enemies off him.
right? So it's like, okay, well, if we actually get to the point where people just queued like 6 block one turn, even though we only needed 2, because people didn't wait to queue block because they're stupid. And it's like, okay, fine, we're on the turn where we're gonna die, so I'm gonna like, I'm gonna time walk them or something. And then for easier encounters, I could just be like, fine, I'll cast Blessing, everyone has more attack, just kill the thing. Wow, that missed. That's crazy. Oh yeah, attacking I think would probably have this chance. Just so that like you can't queue like 15 attack against the slime with 15 HP. Even though the HP would probably be related to how many chatters there are. It's like if you wanted a time scale of like 3, for example, you would think like, oh, there's 15 chatters on average, probably like half of them attack. Like if there's a defense queued, right? So it's like it's gonna be attacking for 5. So some people probably, holy fuck, this is like, this guy just like knows how to dodge. Holy shit. I don't even know I'm trying to fight this. Yeah, so it's like, you could say like half of them will probably attack. So if there were 15 people, 8 people attack. 8 times 3 would be like 24. You could round it to 20 so that you can beat it within 2 to 3 turns. Which means that a third of the time it would need to do some attack that's like 18 damage or something, which is more than like what is blockable. But it probably shouldn't be 18. Like it would probably be something like half HP, which means that if people simply didn't queue any blocks ever for any reason, then like you would be punished for that. So like trying to find all the good, like the correct tuning values for these is something that I was like, that was running through my brain, and then I was like, this is way too much effort and no one's gonna play. It's like, you know, this is one of those things that feels like this is one of those things that feels like, you know, people will progressively not understand what is happening, and then like people just won't play. It makes me a little sad. I've always wondered like how you would translate, and I definitely had thoughts about making similar interaction-y kind of style games, like with chat, but you know, it's like, how do you cross over like chat interaction into like playing a game? But the reality is that like if you're on a stream, right, you're probably, it's like you wouldn't want to build a viewer base that is there to like play the RPG you made. Like you would probably want them to be there for like whatever's happening in the stream, instead of like waiting around for a monster to spawn so that they could like nut on the anime girl.
Let's take off Vitus power.
So I don't know, man.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Like the crossover between like my specialty and streaming is that I can complain whenever game mechanics are stupid. And then it's like a 50-50 on whether or not I'm complaining about the game mechanics being stupid because I'm losing, or if it's because I actually have a criticism for the game that we're playing. And it's like 90% I'm just complaining because it's funny. What do you mean? I'm just here to use the bonk command off cooldown? I appreciate you bonking me, but like, that's literally the point, you know what I mean? It's like, how much... The question is like, how much of it is, okay, well, people are here for some kind of asset that you created or prepared, and how much are they here for like the experience? Right? And I think that it isn't an issue, right? Like, I don't think it's an issue to be like, oh, here's the, like, here are the in-jokes of the stream, right? Like, here are the funny things that we say as memes. But I do genuinely think if I put, like, a month's worth of development and art time into making this thing, and then, like, it was bad, I would probably, like... I would exit the castle and not come back.
Are you prepared?
In Minecraft. I would make a castle in Minecraft, and then exit the castle in Minecraft, and post it as a video, and then, like, stop streaming.
Be careful.
Well done.
But yeah, I wouldn't want to be one of those, There's also like, okay, well, what about, coding and stuff? Like, some people do, like, coding streams. And it's like, man, I could not think of anything more miserable than trying to troubleshoot a bug, and then having, like, 20 people watching you troubleshooting a bug. I would never want to do that.
Let's go.
Also, I think for design-related things, unless I'm making commentary, like, I think Design the Spire was actually a decent series. But needing to, like, spontaneously come up with design ideas while being live sounds awful. Right, like, describing the entire system of the RPG that I did not make, right, is a lot easier when I've spent, like, multiple hours piecing all of these things together, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it's all in my head somewhere, so I can just reiterate it, but needing to come up with all of those ideas, like, on the spot is a lot more difficult. You have no MP.
I shall fight. I shall vanquish evil.
And that's that.
Why would you try to shoot a bug? It's such a small target and not durable enough to require shooting. Just use a swatter or any large flat surface.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Yeah, see, the problem with that is there's no swatter equipment, so unfortunately we can't get that part to work. What about a small flat surface like your chest? See, I was 20 steps ahead of you. I was, like, calculating. I was expecting this. I was predicting the future. I could literally see your move before you even started typing it. Right? I'm familiar with the dark arts that are making flat jokes.
There they are.
It's not funny. It's not funny, it's hilarious! What the fuck? Why am I now locked onto this? I predicted this outcome, and I still don't have an extra... I don't have an answer for you. I can't respond to this comment. I have no repost. You would think that if you could see, you know, the outcome coming from 7 billion miles away, that you would stop being surprised about it. Unfortunately, that's not actually how it goes here. Hey, thank God that worked. I was concerned that it wasn't going to work.
Coin can solve Vitus power. Is there another way?
I do find it funny how they say coin can solve any issue, or this issue, or I don't know,
Let us clean up this
when it can't,
your fate.
because we don't have any MP or gold.
Only two
I shall
enemies
fight
left.
as the
It's actually
noble
kind of
do first.
crazy how I don't have any gold or MP.
Only two enemies left. Stay
Yeah, see, the real take though is that all titty is good titty. It doesn't matter.
Forward.
Any kind of bias towards one or the other is just a personal opinion.
Be neither titty.
Also, all titty good titty is not an opinion, that's just a fact. I speak from authority on Booba. This is stupid. I actually think that I'm the authority figure to talk
All
about.
yours.
I stand ready.
Finish them off. We're clear.
All of it is good. Copium.
Let's stay calm.
Uh,
Fight us power.
still can't gold attack because I have no fucking
The
gold.
tough one.
Let us. I'll use what I must.
And that's that. Victory's ours.
Good. Ha! I have never known such hype.
I think
Yes. Exactly. I mean, there's multiple reasons. Listen. Did we even need to lower this bridge? I actually don't know. Never thought about it. This might actually be towards the end of the dungeon, so we might actually be able to like go back, which is good. We need to lower them all eventually. Ah, because it lowers the water.
Well done.
Did you see the thing about the Forgetty Beam? Oh yeah, I did. Sorry, I didn't actually read it though.
Let's go.
I'm heading out.
Wasureru Bimu, Forget Beam, from my research first appeared in Danganronpa. It became popular and spawned many derivatives. I see. Well, the first time I saw it was in like an anime in like
There they are.
20 something, which is fair. I would like to defer you to Joe Cat's "I Like Girls" song.
there.
I agree.
All right. How's that?
It is very funny to me because, like, or it's a shame that, like, my understanding is that there were some people who, like, really weren't a fan of that,
Time for some close calls.
and I think that it's unfortunate because like, it's just so wholesome. Like, I don't think I would be able to make, I would not be able to sing "I Like Girls" the cover because people would be suspicious of my intentions because I'm a degenerate piece of garbage
I'll use what I must.
that should never speak on anything ever for any
I shall
reason.
fight as the noble.
But my understanding was that Joe Cat is like very wholesome and like
can solve problems.
kind of a nice person.
Perhaps
I like the spirit of the video, but he came off as annoying to me. The art was nice though. Yeah, that's so strange to me. Like, I don't know. I kind of wonder about that. It's just like, it just seems like it's just a thing, you know? It's not that complicated. Like, why you mad?
I shall vanquish evil.
Rip Joe Cat. My understanding is that, like, he stopped because, or I think he does stuff every once in a while. Or, like, he wanted to return to do some things, but it was like, bro, I have like a family. Like, I don't. People say bizarre and wild things about my character just because, like, I made a video about, hey, all body types are good. Like, that's crazy to me.
There's a better way. Formidable indeed.
Have you considered something? All body types good. Kill yourself now! Thanks, Internet. We got people absolutely hated that guy. Which guy? Joe-Cat? Well, that's what I'm saying, is that, like, my understanding is that it, like, a lot of it came from that video. Because people were like, oh, are you some kind of, like, freak?
I think we're in the clear.
And it's like, no, why would you think that? I think he still does streams, but he hasn't streamed anything for over a month. I think that's relatively normal. Like, not streaming in January because the numbers are absolutely atrocious. So it's like when content creators take breaks because people have been, like, people who have, like, spent all of their, basically, money and time, like, paid time off and stuff like that over the holidays are, like, they can't exactly... They can't be like, oh, here's a random donation to my streamer of choice. A guy who likes women? What a freak. Yeah, I don't know. It's just very strange to me. Personally, I think it's just very odd. All my homies hate fictional women. Need to shave my head and get some shades. See you next time. Yeah. Like, I don't know. My point is that, like,
What now?
people's opinion of you is very, like, part of my ethos, I guess, you could say, is that, like, I don't believe there's a connection between, you know, being a freak and what you are capable of accomplishing in your life. Now, unfortunately, by trying to be... by saying that's part of my ethos, and then you look at my accomplishments and basically say, like, well, you're a failure. You know, I'm not exactly making the best point now, am I? But, like, genuinely, I think that, you know, no correlation. It's literally just... But, like, we judge it very harshly, right? Because, like, you don't want to be around some weirdo who's, like, horny posting all the time. And I agree that, like, even if you feel like horny posting all the time, you don't need to all the time. But that's why I'm saying it's like, okay, well, you do this one thing. Like, it's well animated. You put your heart and soul into it with, like, a relatively positive message or intention in mind. And then people are just like, nah, you suck. Because they're too anti-horny pilled. This is very strange to me. So I guess what I'm saying is that, like, you know, it's gonna really suck if I ever get any traction and people are like, wow, this person kind of knows what they're talking about. Like, it's interesting to get perspective from this person who seems to be able to articulate themselves well. And then it's like, hey, by the way, did you see that they talked about titty size? What a fucking freak. And it's like, yeah, man, I mean... I think if you're incapable of getting information... Like, as soon as you run into any bias in your head at all, and then you immediately can no longer participate in getting information from the thing, like, I think you're fucking cooked. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if it's like, this person is against, like... Because the problem, right, is that you can find whatever... A mind that is semi-competent can find a reason to disagree. Right? So, like, the more you cook your own biases, and the more that you go, like, okay, well, like, clearly the reason is this, and then we're going to now... I now disagree with this person fundamentally, so therefore I'm not going to listen to them, is, like, how we get echo chambers. Hot take. Wow. Crazy. people not listening to other people on the internet and instead being reactionary and being mad about things, ruining the entirety of any kind of reasonable discussion. Holy sh... It's fucking over, guys. We've cooked it. We've cracked the code. We've cracked the code of online discourse. Oh, man.
The first move's
Stupid
ours.
thing. Pull the fast one on us?
Merchant!
Perhaps this suits me best. Oh, power of kings!
I mean, that's the problem, though, right, Bullet? Is that, like,
In the name
the way
of
that I
justice.
see it is that there are people who did not feel strong, like, feel kind to the messages sent in the video, right? But the problem is, whenever we try to, like, label and define things, it causes, like,
Observe the enemy.
biases to be involved, right? And then you would say that, like, well, the purpose of having the definition in the first place...
Coin can solve problems of
Yeah,
late night.
that's what I'm saying, right? Is that, like, the purpose of having the definition in the first place is to be, like, useful to people. But then, like, when you...
I see your
Both
game.
badly wounded.
Right? Like, when you do stuff like that, it's like, well, I think this was the problem. Right? Which, like, there's two things here. The first thing is that you could say, well, there's a problem with labeling in general.
Not out of this yet.
Kill him.
But then the other thing you could say is that, like, okay, well, let me guess what their take is. Like, you know, the song could come off as very objectifying, which, like, let's remind ourselves the fact that, like, yes, the song, like, the original version of the song is also, like, fairly objectifying in nature. Like, that's the point,
Not out of this yet.
right? You could say that from someone who has a core belief about a particular thing, that they would experience friction with that. But what I'm saying is that, like, you can have core beliefs that you believe in, right? But if you start cynically looking at the world through only that lens all the time, that, like, you're gonna hate a lot of people,
You first.
I stand
right? Like, we can both acknowledge the fact that, like, hey, it's probably not,
Let's take merchant.
like, these aspects do exist. That's fair. It could be viewed at with this lens, but also at the same time that, like, they're not doing it with the intention of, like, undermining the entire existence of, like, a gender. You know what I mean? It's not, that's not the point. But, like, people don't see it that way.
Do we need to use it? Vitus power.
So I don't know.
I
What's this
wonder.
thing
There
do
with
to
delight.
eight?
I guess it's our time to shine.
Can we use anything else?
This'll do.
Yeah, this.
Let us clean
That
up
did
this
like a
mess.
decent
Now
amount.
accept your fate.
We probably die if we don't heal
Too
here.
much, perhaps? This should work.
I knew you'd help. I owe you.
Thank you.
I know what you mean, but that's just human nature. It's certainly lamentable, though.
Tired.
Ah,
Got too many people knocked out here. We gotta get back on track. This'll get ugly.
My Parthen's here.
oh, we are now
Get
dead.
back in the fight.
So,
Maybe it's time to go back
come on.
Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
and sell one of my 99
Keep it.
Let's push through.
fire crystals.
Amazing. Great moves back there.
I imagine it's already of you.
Get some money first, though.
Not bad. I I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
Gotta get up bright and early tomorrow, so gotta get. See ya. Alright. Good luck on whatever you're waking up for. Or have fun. I don't know. Thanks for dropping by.
Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use
I think
for
we're
it.
gonna... Gonna be honest with you, I was like, yeah, let's just get this chest and get out of here. And then it was like, wait.
Let us clean up.
Hold on a second. Wait.
About this.
I think we have made a mistake here.
All your
Immediately fucks it up.
power of heroes. By this tower.
Be neither timid nor arrogant. I'll use what I must.
Am I?
Hulkenberg's lost her memory.
Are you prepared?
Use her skills.
To you.
Let's go.
Let us clean up this. Now accept your fate. Commendable bearing.
A warrior.
Brutal.
Guarding seems the wise move.
I refuse to die yet.
Someone heal him fast. Heismay's in real danger. He needs
I'll stay
healing
my
now.
Merchant. Still up?
Hulkenberg's
My
lost her
teeth.
memory.
I show
He
no
needs help
mercy.
with this.
All right. Okay. Victory is ours.
Yeah, I guess
Nice.
one other thing that I can say to tie into what I was saying before, just for the purposes or sake of completeness, is that, like, there are particular things that I understand, like, there are things that you could say of people with strong opinions that, like, actually the Mega Hollow might be across the way, so I'm gonna just go and try. Don't have enough MP. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. So yeah, there are things that you could say are like unempathic or,
Noticed us.
like, you know, what's wrong with you, basically, or can be reacted to in a very reactionary way, or like you could claim that I'm being very unempathic, basically. One of the lines in the Dustborn video, for the purposes of both hyperbole and also, like, you know, I think it's a valid point, in my opinion, is that, like, in the first scene, we spend a lot of time, like, you know, being in this weird mix of, like, anxiety and comfy road trip and whatever, and, like, there's basically been no indication for why we're supposed to be concerned about anything that is happening. And then Sai says, you know what, like, they do to people like us? Which is clearly a nod to the fact that there is, like, you know, people who have experienced discrimination could, like, relate to this, like, saying about, like, how do you reconcile the fact that you might just be treated unfairly by authority figures. And it's like, I understand that as the point in general, but the problem that I had with it was that, like, for people who don't have that experience, like, I think there is value in games as a way to give other people experiences. So in order to make that scene more powerful, you could help us understand what they mean by that before introducing the problem. Right? Like, they just gave us the problem with no context, which I felt like was a knock against the storytelling. Because particularly, I don't think this is an experience that people would be able to be assumed to have. Like, certainly for some people. But
Understood.
I think people could say, like, that's insensitive. Or dismissive.
Understood.
But the point wasn't about whether or not I understand that it is a thing that can happen. And it wasn't that I'm dismissive of people who have experienced that. And I'm also not dismissive of the fact that, like, this could be very emotionally charged for some person. It's the fact that it is poorly written.
Somehow.
And that, like, you could...
Guess we're splitting up.
I think there could have been more done to support this point and make it, like, show better.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's a show don't tell that relies on the audience just agreeing and understanding the message without it being present in the work. Yeah, which I immediately gave, like, a comparison that, like to this game where, you know, you're just kind of, like, you're just kind of given the shit. And then it's like, oh, well, that sucks. And then you can kind of understand because it's, like, given to you. Or, like, the storytelling tells you. Which, you know, how much do you want to assume that people will understand something about a work before they engage with it? Like, I think in terms of games, it is valuable as an experiential communication device to, like put people in the shoes, like, put people through the experience. Right? And then immediately after, they basically play the entire thing off as a joke, too, because, like, Sai forgets to fucking roll down the window, and it's like, oh shit, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't roll down the window, like, oh, goofy me. It's like, it doesn't, I feel like that beat just did not hit well. So that was the overarching point, right? But you kind of have to think about it for half a second, whereas someone who has, like, a strong opinion might be like, you're insensitive and an asshole. Which I don't agree with either of those things. It's like, shit, man, like, I don't like to believe that, you know, like, I don't want to live in a world where people are, like, treated unfairly by law enforcement. Like, you caught me, dude. I have some semblance of empathy? That's crazy. That's crazy, man, that I would have some semblance of empathy, that I wouldn't want that to happen to a person. I'm just criticizing the storytelling, particularly from the axis of the medium that it's portrayed in. I would like to see the internal documents for Dustborn, for sure. Would be curious to know what they were thinking. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that, like, people make snap judgments. The purpose of having categories and definitions and, like, shortcuts and all that stuff is to, like, reduce the amount of cognitive load you need to deal with. Alongside, like, it doesn't have to be a question every single time I walk into a card shop whether or not I'm going to be able to ask someone about cards. Right? It's like a shorthand. We have, like, social structures and social emotions and, like, shortcuts and, like, you know, we have these things for a reason, but I'm gonna complain about them forever because it's annoying. It is annoying when people, like, don't care, which, like, I can't force them to care. That's not the point either. It's just like,
Where to?
I feel like once you get to the point of, like, this person kind of sounds like they're saying something that should matter, and, like, you know, to each their own opinion, but I feel like I fundamentally disagree with this opinion, so I'm simply not going to engage with it. It's like, no. You made a piece of art? Like, Minecraft yourself right now. You made a piece of art? Might as well Minecraft yourself.
Until next.
So. Yeah, people attack it. Sorry. You mentioned this a while ago, but it's like, people attack it and the creator who made it. Bullying culture is very popular in the internet due to anonymity, I guess, and how depersonal it feels. I don't know, I feel like that's kind of an excuse. Right? Like, I understand that maybe that could be a reason, but part of my problem with people going like, oh, well, it's anonymous, so therefore... Like, I feel like that just validates the people who are hiding anonymously. And they're like, it's depersonal, so therefore... It's like, well, the person who's... I guess it's a matter of, like, comparing what something could be to, like, what the reality is, which is fair. right? But I think that some people might be more encouraged to be even more vitriol on the internet due to the fact that they now believe that other people believe that, oh, they're just going to write it off because it's the internet and it's depersonal. Like, no, take some fucking responsibility for what you're for what you're saying. It's a problem that will always exist, but I think talking about it can help people change their view, if only a few. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? And it's, you know, it's a desire, you could say, or like a want or a wish. It's my wish or hope that, like, you know, I wish I could be more popular. And part of the reason for that is, like, you know, part of me wishes that people could understand that there's a horny bone in my body. But that doesn't mean I'm a fucking, like, basement-dwelling, like, Coomer who doesn't do anything. Right? It's like to break the stereotype. And also at the same time that, like, you know, you can think about things. You can think. Who would have guessed? You're allowed to think. But I don't know. Maybe it's presumptuous to assume that I, of all people, would need to bring that to people, which I guess more it comes less from me believing that this is something explicitly that needs to be given to the public, like I'm some kind of new figure that's doing this thing. That's not what I'm saying. It's more like I feel strongly about these opinions, so if I was surrounded by people who similarly felt about the opinions, like a particular way, like that thinking can be involved in your in your thought process. Your thought process can involve thinking. Your metacognition can work. Did you know that? My hope is that I would be surrounded by people who feel similarly. So, you know, I can tickle the social emotion that makes me not feel crazy for existing. However, when I attempt to advertise my my video essay about hey, have you considered viewing this thing you don't like from a lens that's actually fairly reasonable instead of just writing it off as something that's bad? And it's like, this is shocking content, and I'm like, man, who the fuck? Literally, who reported the ad for it being shocking content and why? Like, I get it, but I wish I knew. I wish I understood. I want to understand more so that I can feel less angry about it. But because there's literally no information, I can't say anything. It's just like a disappointing wet fart where there's like, okay, well, you can't do that. Why? 'Cause it's bad. Okay, but what part of it was bad? I don't fucking know. You figure that out. Alright. You got it. You can probably proceed. It's like I kind of want to proceed with the main dungeon, but at the same time, there's like...
What are the gods doing?
I don't actually have that much time left. I need to leave in about an hour. So I wonder if I could finish the main dungeon in an hour. That'd be kind of interesting. Let me just check a few things. What is this? Okay. We can respond to that later. What is this? Okay. I have now read that.
Doing?
Okay. Probably do another hour. Just progression. You can't beat the boss in 1 hour? Is that a challenge? Do you think I can? Like, genuinely?
What now?
With the entirety of your being? Do I get something if you lose? Like, if I prove that that statement is factually incorrect, do I get to insult you without repercussion? No? Aw, come on. It's too bad. I agree with you generally, and listening to you did help calm me down and feel less alone in my beliefs, so I can understand your desire and the inability to accomplish your goals. Yeah. No, I just don't think it's possible? Wow.
All right then.
All right.
Now what am I to do?
Let's see what we can do.
Oh, I hate the rain.
All right then.
Let's go.
Because I literally think we're like close. There's like the part where we get captured and then like it's the boss.
What do you think?
Like,
Then,
Where to?
okay.
yeah, I think part of the problem of what like
Hey,
what I want to do is that like the overlap between the people who are like
Avoid this fight.
chronically online and just, you know, oh, I died, just like straight up dead. The people who are all relatively normal thinking human beings are not chronically online. They're like busy like living their life, you know what I mean? Also, it's not like like I said, it's not like I have immense amounts of wisdom or anything to impart.
Your training has paid off.
Just that the internet pisses me off sometimes for me. I'm going to use the saying that I say sometimes to describe myself, which I'm now going to use to describe the internet, is that sometimes it's just like too stupid to validate its existence.
For you. Good job, everyone.
I don't know what's more sad. That part of me wants to say that unironically, even though it's like not true. Or that it's a descriptor used for myself.
Well done.
Are you referring to people who are not Lyrilytes? No, I'm just referring to the average.
Feel greater power within.
you found something. Hit it where it hurts.
Hey, good one.
Oh my goodness, there's just so many dogs.
That takes care
Why are
of
there
that.
so many
I think
dogs?
we're safe now.
Also, yeah, to answer your question, like, I'm not...
Avoid this fight.
It's a hyperbole on purpose. You know what I mean? Right? Like, hyperbole's the purpose of a hyperbole is to dramatize the thing that you're saying to prove a point. You don't mean it literally. Unicorn said it in a more neutral way, which is like, there are a lot of people who are very angry on the internet.
Seizing their chance while Hulkenberg's anxious.
Oh,
Let's go.
I feel like I don't actually want to fight this.
We're surrounded.
Oh fuck.
No way out of this.
Is that all? This is nothing.
We're surrounded.
There's no way out of this.
I hate it here.
My best
Whoa!
wasn't
Get it
enough.
back on its feet.
I can't give up now.
So you're
He's about to
strong.
collapse. Someone heal him fast.
We can't
Yikes.
escape.
There's no way out of this. Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal him.
You said that TikTok was a lot nicer without America? That's kind of funny. I mean, I feel like that's a take that, like, you know, anybody could make for any amount of... Like, you could take the cynical approach to it, I guess is what I'm saying. Right? Is that, well, if there's 12 hours of no America, and then the first thing you post is like, wow, it's kind of nice on here. You know what I mean? That's just a... I feel like that's a video that would get views, that's all I'm saying. Ah. Hidden passageway. Oh yeah, this is the second running section of 2. Which I personally think is very funny. I find it funny these exist.
Don't tell me.
Oh, creepy baby. Oh, sorry, we don't know if it's a baby. I guess it has the thing in its mouth. Which means, like, wow. Oh, the baby.
Really? Look. Hey,
No.
let's do.
However,
Found some fashion pacifiers? What the? Like, they're... Who, out of curiosity, is using a fashion pacifier? Just curious, just wondering a little bit.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is like before the boss, because we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna find out a little bit more about getting dunked on. We're gonna save our party members and then go from there.
Hey,
Skip.
don't let.
Skip. Skip. Don't know why that took so long, but here we are.
Watch out. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, the audio just goes away here. I totally forgot that. I think it's for Lolita Fashion. It's from a Japanese company, and they like that stuff over there. Ah, I see. I mean, I guess I could see that. Please skip.
So,
Oh, can I not get this stuff yet? These doors are open. But the doors are open and they're shiny stuff. Come on.
what do you think?
Oh, man. Whatever.
Hey, you found something. All right, we did it.
Oh, I probably should have, like, sold things while I was in town so that I could have more gold to throw at the boss. That would have been a smart idea.
All right.
Amazing.
I've never been in a maid cafe. I've been in exactly one maid cafe. It was
just take it.
fine.
You can always toss it later.
I think it was mostly a way to
Nice.
embarrass
I bet we'll find a use for that.
my friends
What do
who
you think?
were like, this is embarrassing, why am I here? Like, yeah, it's fine. Fine to be embarrassed about this thing.
Take this.
Okay, well,
Incoming.
I think the only embarrassing thing that has happened this entire stream is the fact that I am literally incapable
Someone help him get back in the fight.
of dealing with 2 lizard men.
Heismay got knocked out.
Who would win?
Gotta revive.
Like, one silly flag bearer or 2 lizard guys?
Come and
It's
get
so
me.
weird this section just has no music.
I'm right here. Come and get me. Come on. Charging in. Time for some close combat. Come and get me. We'll hold our ground.
Ah! I hate it here. I hate it.
Back up. Heismay's knocked out. Someone help him get back in the fight.
We can't escape.
There's no way out of this.
Come and get me. I'm right here, charging in. The best backup music.
Like this.
I wish I could be surrounded by maids in the castle.
Oh,
That's not half bad.
what do you think? Got.
here. Come and get me. Come on. Come and get me.
Oh, we almost got roasted there. I don't think you can run from these battles. No, it would tell you if you explicitly can't run from them. We were allowed to run from them. I don't like being around people who work for you. It's just weird for them to be subordinate to you.
Let's keep moving.
Not bad.
Movers and cleaners and such.
Victory is ours, and
Well, I mean, I think it is possible to be chill around movers and cleaners and stuff.
that might be of use later.
You just need to like recognize that the relationship's a bit different. Right, like
Right there. Charging in.
We strike first.
Give it my all.
Unicorn has just revealed he is family pets.
Let's go.
Oh man.
Close to the rear guard. By this power.
Now accept your fate. Die!
No holding back.
Oh, I just realized Dark Sword isn't the thing that I wanted to get. I wanted to get the... Oh shit, did that wake it up? God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Help him back up.
Yeah, I think the joke is that clearly you would only feel uncomfortable around the service because you don't get it. You don't get service. Duh. That's the joke. You're not used to having subordinates. Yeah, exactly. Just a wee little prank. Wow, the double weakness just fucking killed me immediately. That's crazy.
Will your take?
All right, let's
I'm sure you'll find a use.
What do you
try that
think?
again.
Got it.
I see the enemy.
You're dead.
I really need them to not recover from stuff because that would be bad.
Be neither Tim.
Now, what's the no holding back?
Right on target. Nice
Observe
one,
the enemy.
Skull.
Is it up now?
Safer ground.
It's not good.
Let justice prevail. Not now. Moving to the front. To the rear for all that we strive for.
Merge it.
Down. Get her back up.
A blunder.
Iceman's knocked out.
That was kind of brutal. I don't think I can actually kill this thing.
Someone help.
No holding back.
Just kidding.
Looks like that's all of us.
I can't remember. Does the archetype determine what they're strong and weak to? It does.
Is that the end then? We've cleared.
You're a...
So I believe Thief and Knight are weak to thunder. They're weak to the sound.
I see.
Ah, because that was a story beat. I understand. So now we are off to fight the boss. Can we defeat the boss this time around? Ah.
Not bad. I'm. Oh.
Not the pit.
This place.
Null all except Almighty, somehow not broken. Null all? How does that work? How did they make that fair, just out of curiosity? Because that definitely seems just broken on face value.
What now?
I guess we go save first. You get it late, and the only thing you need it against will use Almighty. I see. So it's more of like a here. If you haven't cleared anything in the game yet, you can have this thing to go clear it. But for the most, like for the actual only next challenge, like it doesn't do anything. Yeah, so I guess it maybe it does ruin the experience a little bit of New Game Plus. Or if you're doing it on a harder difficulty, but... Your demons don't get the buff and you can't really win alone, but it grants peace of mind. I see. I understand.
Come, my
Freaky baby!
figure out what it really
You don't
is.
maintain it in
We
New
can
Game
win.
Plus? Interesting.
Let's get after it.
Merchant!
I can't target its eyes yet. Too bad.
Now accept your fate.
Are you prepared? Hack and slash!
Right on target.
Observe the
Nice
enemy.
one,
Blade in hand.
Merchant!
That was...
Get down.
okay.
Someone, help him back up.
We are now dead.
This should work.
Heisman,
I shall vanquish
block your
evil.
defenses.
I'll cut you down!
Oh, power of heroes.
Don't actually remember how we did this last time.
Right.
Nice critical.
Light him, Hulkenberg.
Take it!
Much thanks.
Thank you.
I owe you.
I think it might have been like weak to fire or something like that.
Wasn't
Someone
enough.
get him back on his feet.
Allow me to use this.
Heisman's
Live
in
to
real
see another
danger.
day.
He needs
All
healing
yours.
now.
Nice. I trust you.
Coin can solve problems a blade cannot. Let's try this.
My thanks.
I'm applied.
Preserve the whole battlefield? It's not good.
Heisman, they've dropped your defenses.
Falling back.
I wonder if we just defend here.
Witness our strength. I stand ready.
Let's see if we can do it.
Staying on the defensive.
Captain,
I'm stepping back.
I guess maybe the only person who won't defend is MC, because I can
Fight
dodge.
is power.
And then I guess if I die, I die. We'll find out. Surprisingly did not do that much damage.
Is everyone okay? Thing, wait. I bet if you go, we can't afford. If we hit its eyes,
To the vanguard.
maybe it won't move around so much.
Die.
I shall fight.
Ah,
Are you
right, I
prepared?
forgot. It's like weak
Time to go offensive.
to...
Warrior. Moving to the rear. To the fore.
It's
I
weak
shall vanquish evil.
to stab. I don't think we have stab.
I'll destroy you.
Merchant.
Nice hit. That was perfect.
Mustn't settle for the easy way. Do what I need.
I'm gonna take this
distance.
moment to heal.
I was saving
Thanks.
this.
Trust me.
My thanks.
Did anyone understand what Yalika was saying during her mumbling? I've always wanted to eat an eyeball.
Hulkenberg's guard
What
is
the
down.
fuck?
Are you prepared?
Like, actually?
Hack and slash.
Sorry, it was just kind of random.
I trust you.
Stroll.
Merchant.
They've sapped your defenses.
I'll use what I must. I show no mercy.
I can't afford to hold back. I'll cut you down.
They're small, cute, and a lot of personality exists in them. I suppose these are things that you can say.
Into the fray.
I've actually wondered, as far as like, well, I haven't personally wondered because I don't.
Merchant. Still up?
For some reason, I get icky around eating organs, basically. So whenever you say like, oh yeah, just eat the
I'll save.
Stepping back.
that's fine, just eat the that there eyeball. It's like, I feel like there are places that probably prepare eyeballs that taste
Quite
good.
a boon.
But for me, like that's just like a no-go. And whenever you say, ah yes, it's eyeball eating time, it's just like, no, it's not. It is not eyeball eating time for me. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
Let's go.
it's just not for me. That miss is fucking atrocious. That is terrible.
A wise choice.
Let's see how this plays out.
Alright, well, hopefully the 2 dodge tanks can dodge, because that would make this 4-turn thing be a lot better. Nope, no dodge there. Fortunately, our dodge was not good. I can't believe
Moving to the front.
we missed when they have -3 agility. That's actually kind of
Charging in.
crazy.
To the rear guard. By this power. Still here?
Face me. Now accept your fate.
I'm closing the distance.
I'm closing the distance. We're just gonna heal.
This calls for one of these.
Much thanks.
I tried Duck for the first time. It was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, worth the $42.
Oh, my
Yeah,
darling.
I kind of wonder
Mama's
why
here.
Duck is
Always here for here.
valuable. Ah, right, I forgot they just fucking heal it. I'm gonna be honest, I just forgot that that was a thing. And then they just die.
This'll do.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Pay this favor tenfold.
Someone help her get back in the fight.
Really is too bad.
I'll use this.
That helped.
I refuse to die yet.
Someone get him back on his feet. Nice hit. That was
Oh,
perfect.
power of kings.
Come on, not
Let's
like
go.
this. Someone help, please. Come on, not like this.
I'll use what I must.
Someone help, please.
Oops.
Heismay's in real danger. You
Come
need
forth,
healing
royal
now.
soul.
Heismay,
Now
they
accept
dropped his
your
defenses.
fate.
Kind of wondering how I want to deal with this next time. I don't think I really have any better ideas. Roll better. Kill it before before she does the healing move.
I see.
I don't know what it's weak to. I have no idea why ducks taste good. I've actually never tried duck myself.
What now?
I wonder if we want to take advantage of weakness and just learn some stabby moves. Oh, Knight doesn't actually have a stabby move by default. Yeah, because we had Gunner at this point, and then Hulkenberg, I think, helped a lot by shooting at the eyeballs. We do not currently have Gunner right now. I wonder if we go for the defense, if that would help.
What now?
Let's go this one.
Ready?
Yeah.
figure out what it
won't
really
hold back.
is, we can win. Let's get after it.
Here, I'm obliged.
You think yourself a wise choice?
In the net. Are you prepared? Hack and slash.
Comrades, lend me your strength.
Sometimes weakness to pierce is actually kind of... This might be what actually I should be doing. I didn't even think that that was available. Close defense. Kind of seem like a duckling. I think it's the wings, side hair, and okay. I don't know how I should feel about that.
It's best used.
In the net.
I should rebrand to being a duck. To be a duck
Let me
tuber.
rethink this. Stepping back.
I wonder if there's
shall
anyone who's
vanquish
actually
evil.
like a duck proper. Because I know people make jokes about Subaru being a duck,
Trust me.
but she's not actually a duck.
Observe knight.
Right. So.
Not this. To the rear guard, knight. Scatter.
Get her back up.
Wow. That critical sure fucked my shit up.
Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the fight.
My spirit is
unbroken.
Oh, and if I'm dazed, that also means that I can't
This should work.
Thanks.
do the thing. I can't do the
I'm
do.
obliged.
I owe you.
Stroll.
Now,
They've
what's the
sapped
play?
their defenses.
Seems to be going significantly worse than it did last time.
Captain's dazed.
I feel like I'm familiar
Hard
with
time landing hits.
that show existing. Oh, I couldn't tell you what it's about.
No. Last fight as one.
Captain,
Allies,
they've got your
together.
turrets down.
Not this skill.
Alright. This is
Stepping back.
probably just over.
Discharging in.
Can I do
Already
this?
sapped
As
your
one.
defenses.
Coordination is key. We're looking good here.
Huntsman,
Face
they've
me.
sapped your defenses.
Die!
Ah!
Cut Stroll.
Forgive me.
Someone get him back on his feet.
Huge miss, and then
Is ever them? If we hit his eyes, maybe it won't move around so much.
This should help.
Eyes may
Live
be
to see
real
another
weak.
day.
He needs healing
Let's
now.
go.
Don't get sloppy, Captain.
ah,
Many people knocked out here. We gotta get back on track. This'll get
Sweet.
ugly.
Will you?
Ready?
Yeah.
If we can figure out what it really is.
Okay.
we can win.
Let's just
Let me.
buff Hulkenberg and see if
Let us eat.
we can go from there.
Mustn't settle for I need a wise choice.
In the. Ah! Are you
There should be a
prepared?
grinding stream at some point.
Ah!
Why would you say that?
Join with me.
We'll combine our strength.
All right.
Ooh,
Slide him, Hulkenberg.
Come forth,
pretty
royal
impressive.
soul.
Here, I'm obliged.
Now accept your fate. Some darker arts.
Only a flesh wound.
I mean, the quest streams are basically like a grinding stream,
Badly
right?
wounded. Someone heal her.
Could do with this.
Trust me.
Stroll.
I stand
They've sapped
ready.
your defenses.
Comrades, lend me your strength.
My power deployed.
Hulkenberg got them right in their
I will
weak
fight
spot.
with pride. Here.
Quite a boon.
I'm obliged.
My thanks.
That special Luis boss fight stream at grinding before he won. Oh yeah, that, I guess that's
Power of
fair.
kings.
That did happen.
Rancor.
I can't afford to hold back. Ah! Hack and slash.
Right on.
Nice critical. Unfortunately, that means we're fucked.
No, I'm
Maybe I just
stepping back.
defend
I
for
shall be
Hulkenberg.
as a shield.
Think.
Joel's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Damn, I mean, like, that wasn't what I meant.
Let me help.
That wasn't what I was trying to get at.
Joel can't take any more.
I just meant more like, well, if you, come on, like I feel like we're doing fine here. So like, why are you telling me to go grind? That's why I was saying it.
I'll use this.
Helpful as ever.
Stroll's dazed.
No, because I was trying to fucking like send you to roast
We
down.
stand together.
It's up to you now.
Hulkenberg got them
Oh,
right
boy.
in their weak spot.
Fight is power.
You just need to get like a pretty good cycle, and then I think we're fine.
Stroll's dazed.
I leave it to you.
Warrior.
Right on target.
Like, that's a pretty sick trick.
Together.
Let my power support.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Now we need to make it back to Hulkenberg with two
go.
things. I don't think we can
Still up?
actually.
Face me.
So we need to survive one more turn.
Bearing.
We need Hulkenberg specifically to survive one more turn.
Stepping back.
Let's just go to the
Guarding
back
seems the
row
wise
and then
move.
we'll
To the rear
guard.
guard.
Soul Scream probably doesn't bode well for us. Dodge would be great here. We did dodge. We're sick.
Oh my god.
Oh man, come
Healed
on.
the demon baby?
My mind fades.
The free action heal really fucks me up. Also, everyone's dazed now, which is miserable.
Is everyone a thing? Wait, I bet if we can't afford if we hit its eyes, maybe it won't move around so much.
This'll do it.
My thanks.
Thank you.
My thanks.
Stroll's dazed.
Can
Can
How many attacks like
we...
this?
Do we have anything for days?
I was saving you.
I think this is the first
Go
melee,
for
the
it.
second day.
Moving to the front.
Trouble aiming.
Behold.
That's right.
Hulkenberg got them right in their
Also,
weak
yeah, Unicorn, that makes perfect sense to me,
spot. Nice hit. That was perfect.
right? I think that makes a lot of sense.
Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up. Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her
Tis
get
best
back in the
used.
fight. Heisman's
In the
down.
name of
He's
justice.
gonna
All
have
yours.
trouble aiming.
Comrade, lend me your power support.
Hulkenberg got them right in their
Coin
weak
can
spot.
solve problems a blade cannot. Here.
Much thanks.
I'm obliged.
I owe you.
Joel's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Ah, Stroll, come on.
Back on his feet.
The Queen's gonna heal him soon? I think the heal is like a one action, like
I'll use this.
that only happens once.
You first.
I'm like 90% sure.
As one.
It's up to you now.
Hold yourself together.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's actually crazy.
Merchant.
Nice hit. That was
Let us.
perfect.
Apologies. Would you
Go
finish
for it.
it?
By the join with me.
Let's do this.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Merchant. A tough one.
You think yourself equal to a UG's agility?
We are once again in the position of trying not to die for a turn.
Allow me to use this.
Yes.
This should work.
I don't
Thanks.
know, man.
Quite a boon.
That's neat.
There's a chance we dodge here. We didn't dodge. Oh, huge dodge. Okay. Fuck. Oh, the huge dodge. All right, we're insane with it. Damn. Double dodge goes crazy, man. Well, I mean, like, hey, we said that's what we were doing, so, I mean, it worked. The thing dodged when we needed it to dodge. Thank fuck. Crazy. We're gonna invest another, actually, yeah, we're gonna invest another point of agility just to do that.
I had more to learn.
You're lucky that went well. I agree.
I fear that after all this, it is a boot. You are our captain. The decision is ultimately yours.
Yeah. Like, we did make him a dodge guy. And the fact that we dodged is, you know, that's impressive and good and something.
Now then.
Courage. Why that?
Oh, nice. We made it to 2 courage.
Not exactly.
If I'm to choose a lord,
Right.
Right.
Wow, we like... I forgot we like double our popularity in this town. Pretty good.
It's you and me. Our destinies are intertwined.
Mage 3.
Okay.
Ain't enough room for 2 creepy babies in the stream? Yeah, I'm the only one who's allowed to be a creepy baby in the stream. Only me, no one else.
The deadline is...
All right.
All right then.
With that out of the way, we completed the boss fight in less than an hour. Good job, me. I'm proud of me. Proud that I made that myself. I did that. You know, remembering that we had access to an ability that provides weakness over and over, very good. You know, for wanting to do this by basically not interacting with the weakness system, I sure am successfully remembering that the weakness system is good and interacting with it. To be honest with you. But yeah, next time we will we'll probably be doing questing and stuff to finish the stuff in Martyra. Thanks for the headpad. And we're gonna go from there. So, if you're still here, I'm gonna say, hey, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And I will see you next time. Goo good babu babu bye. Yes. Goo goo gaga, babu babu, etc. etc. The baby is gone. The baby. Tomorrow is... Oh yeah, I actually don't know if tomorrow is the Fire Emblem finale. I said it was, but Boy basically implied that it might be longer than that, so now I'm really concerned. So, see you all next time. Tomorrow. Yeah. Alright. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye, then. Nope. Nope, it just doesn't... My thing just doesn't want to work. Doesn't... Okay, awesome. Alright, bye!